Hi there, it's Penny at Salt and Wool Studio, and I'm back, and today I'm going to do a stormy sky in my rug. Yes, and I'm going to show you how you can hook a stormy sky in your rugs too. So let's get started, and the colors I'm going to use today. So my rug has an ocean, and I want to pick up some of those colors from my ocean and my cliffs into my sky. I want there to be a transition. So my sky is going to have some of the colors that are in my ocean and my cliffs. And there's a reason for that, which I'll explain later. But for now, you just need to know what colors you're going to need to be hooking your sky. So your sky colors today are going to be light gray, medium gray. These two colors I had in my sea cliffs, so I'm going to use them in the progression of my sky. I'm going to grab that warm cream color that I used in the sea cliffs. In my ocean, I used a navy, so I'm going to use a navy today. And I'm going to use a white. Now, if you have a soft white, it would be better. This is a bright white, bleached white. That's kind of harsh for a sky, but I don't have it, so we're going to use what we got, obviously. So I'm going to use my white today, and I'm going to use a bit of this blue heather, and it's like a tealy, see that? And the next color, I have this color trimming my iceberg, so I'm going to use this color. Maybe. Now that's a maybe. Not 100% confident yet till I get all those blues. Once you get hooking, then you make your decisions as you go. The next color is in my sea, and I'm going to use this. And this is a medium blue. Medium blue, Briggs & Little. I took out some more medium blue just in case. Now, the next color I have is a hand-dyed color. However, you don't have to have a hand-dyed color. You can use, this one is called Stormy Water. But what I'm looking for is this slaty blues color. Can you see that? I'm looking for this color here. It just so happens it has navy in it too, so that's okay, because I'm using navy in my sky, so whatever. The other ones, and these are two others that are similar to that. They're a slaty color. See that? And that slate blues. If you got any slate blue colors, you can mix it up. Use that. And the last one that I have, now this was the color that I had poked in for my halo that I showed on the tip of the day around my lighthouse. I'm going to keep this out for now because I may want some of that really light blue color. This is variegated actually, but when I go to hook it, I'm probably going to just cut out like a little section of the actual blue. So I'm going to want that blue tone right, let me see if I can find it here, easy spot, right here. It's a light blue. So this color here. Can you see that? So a light blue color. If you have one, I don't have one, so that's why I'm winging it with this. I do that a lot. You can't own every single color in the world, and sometimes you use certain colors a lot, and I do certain colors a lot, like greens and browns and blues, big rug hooking colors. You need them in a gazillion shades. I don't have that. I can't afford to be buying all that. Whatever. So I'm going to use what I got, and those are the colors that I'm going to use today to do our stormy sky. So follow along. Okay, so the first thing I'm doing right now is I'm choosing my color placement of the colors for this rug. So I want this to be a sweeping, stormy sky. So the darkest color is the first color that I'm going to hook in this sky. And right now I'm just deciding where I want that. So I'm going to go there and over here a little more. The other thing I want you to know is when you're doing a stormy sky, you're going to keep your colors towards the top, your dark colors, sorry. You're going to keep your dark colors towards the top of your sky. I don't want those dark colors sitting right up against my cliff rock right here or down right here. So see what I did there? As soon as I got close to the bottom, I stopped it, right? Do not come close to your cliffs or your hills or wherever you're putting this stormy sky. Whatever is below it. If it's an ocean below it, don't come right down to your ocean. Don't come right down. I'm going to keep those dark colors up towards the top. So let's keep going here. Okay, this is the way that I'm imagining it right now, that when this is hooked, these are going to be sweeping lines. So like that. So let's start hooking. So the first color I'm going to start with is this one, and this is the one that's a real slate dark color. See how dark that is? Can you see that against my finger? It's very, very dark. Now this is a variegated wool, but you do not have to use a variegated wool. You just need that real dark, deep navy. It's a real deep navy, slatey color. Can you see that there? Okay, so that's what I'm going to use first. Okay, so now you can see I hooked over those dark bands. And how I hooked over those dark bands is like this. Okay, I just want to show you this right quick. I did not hook in a straight line. Do not follow the grid of your burlap. Follow what is drawn on your burlap. Do not hook in a straight line. Leave some space between your loops like so. See this? And these are my dark bits put in. Okay, now the second color is going to be the navy. And the navy, we are not going to just hook around all of what we just hooked. We're only going to do it in patches. And I'll show you next what I mean. Okay, so I'm going to start right here and put in this navy, dark navy color. This color is in my sea. So the reason why I've chosen it as one of my sky colors is because I want my sea and my sky and my cliffs to work together cohesively. So see, I just put this little bit right here. Let's zoom in. Let's see. One second now, I'm going to put some light on that. Okay, do you see this first section right here on this strip? So I put some navy right here. I'm just going to zoom in. You might be able to see it. It's really hard to see because they're all dark colors. But I put some navy right there. So let's just do this. And next I'm going to move down. I've never put it right here in the middle. I'm going to move down to right here, and I'm just going to poke a little bit more right here on this side. And see what I'm doing? I'm not hooking in a straight line. I'm just picking on little bits here and there and working it into this rug. Like so. Now, these videos are not perfect. I am not a big business person. I don't have anyone recording. I'm doing all of this myself. So I apologize if it's hard to see because it's just me here. And I am very limited to what I have other than my cell phone. So hopefully you can get this concept by what I'm doing. So I'm just continuing on, hooking in little bits of navy here and there in patches. And what I mean by patches is I am not going to put it through this entire strip that I have here or here. I'm just going to pick a spot right here and put in that pop of navy. This one here, I'm going to put some down here. Same thing again. There we go, like so. Navy. I'm going to leave this section here. I'm going to put some navy up here again. So patches, you're just building on these heavy dark streams here right now of color. Putting our palette together. And it will be beautiful. What we have here. So I have little plops of navy put in through this whole rug. You see that? Now you're not going to fill in your bands completely with that solid navy color like I have here. So the navy is put in here, but see, I still have some space in my bands for other colors. Do you see that? There's still some space. Do not fill in with the navy color that whole section on the band. When you're doing your little patches of navy, keep them nice and loose so we can hook in some other colors still. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add some more navy, but we're going to make these lines loofy. So a little bit of bumps coming out. We're going to exaggerate them a little. And now I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so I just went back in and I added a bit more navy, and so I added it underneath on both sides of some of those patches to make these bands look a little more ragged, jagged, rugged. But I still did not fill it in completely. It's hard to see, but I did not fill these in completely. There is space there. It's very important that you're leaving space to fit the other colors. So let's keep going, shall we? Okay, so the next color we're going to use is this slatey blue color. See that? It's pretty. So these are my three dark tones. Navy, a deep slate, and a light slate color. It's like a gray, blue-gray color. So that's my next color. And I'm still building on these bands. So I'm going to add that, and I'm going to hook in sporadically throughout. Here. So I'm just going to get a little bit hooked here, and I will show you what I mean once again. I'm just putting this color kind of all over the place wherever I feel it's fitting. Kind of just painting it, working it into everything here, a bit everywhere. So now I'm still working along, putting these colors in. It's pretty slate. Ooh. Actually, I think I am going to pick up more navy and the first color I used, and we're going to go back and we're going to add more to the top next again, because I'm not feeling confident that our top is good yet. So we're still building, and our color palette here, it's kind of like painting, only we're rug hooking. So let me finish up with this color here, and then I will go back in with a little bit more navy. So I'm hooking right now. It's a very painterly way of hooking. And because of that, because there's so much space between my loops, when we flip the back of this rug over, it's going to be a mess. It's probably going to be a big mess, like seriously. And does that matter? No, I don't really care. When this rug gets on a wall, are you going to be looking at the back of it? No, you're going to be looking at the front of my rug, and you're going to say, oh, that's a nice rug. You're not going to look at the back and say, oh my goodness, look at that. She left a state back there. Ah, so what? So what? Nobody knows. Who's going to know? Who's going to come in your house and flip a rug over on the wall and say, oh, I wanted to see the back of it? No, nobody's going to want to see the back of my rug. So keep going. Keep hooking that painterly kind of hooking style. And we're just putting bits here everywhere. We're just loading and going with it. We're filling in our sky, little bits here and there everywhere. And I will zoom in now in a second, and I'm going to show you what I mean once again. So one of the things about using this slatey blue color that I'm kind of plastering all over the place here is don't hook down close to your sea cliffs or whatever it is that's underneath your sky, your stormy sky. Don't do that. I'm still keeping away from my sea cliffs here. I am still keeping away from the lighthouse. And I'm also keeping some patches of space in my sky, because I have to bring in some really nice light. And I'll show you what I mean when we get there. But just keep going with it. Keep having fun. Keep hooking with that slate color. Now, So my loops are not perfect, but that doesn't really matter. I'm using pure wool, and when my rug is finished, I will press this rug, block it, and that will help to bring my loops evenly together, making a big difference to the appearance of my rug. And I'm not going to be looking at it, and nobody's going to look at my rug, and they're not going to say, oh, look, she didn't hook that very good there. That loop is lower than the other one. No, nobody's looking at that. They're looking at your beautiful picture on your rug that you're creating. So don't get so hung up on hooking the perfect loop. My loops are never perfect, and they're never going to be perfect because I'm a fast hooker, and I hook high to medium, sometimes low, whatever. It don't matter. You don't have to be perfect. Not everyone is perfect, and I am far from it when it comes to rug hooking. So just do you. If you love to hook your loops low, hook them low. If you like to hook high, hook away. It doesn't matter. As long as you know the concept of how to make a stormy sky, apply it to however you hook and enjoy it. The most important part of all of this is that you're having fun and you love doing what you're doing and you love creating. And I love creating, and I want you to love it as much as I love it. Plain and simple. On to the next bit, will we? Showing you what I got done here now. So as you can see, I put that slatey blue all over the place here. See that? Like that. Now, a couple things to point out. As I was saying, do not go close to whatever is below your sky. Stay away from it. Stay away from it for now. Just hook above it, leave a little bit of space there, like so. Second thing, there's got to be some light coming through these storm clouds. So leave a couple patches. We may fill them in a little bit later with that color again. I don't know yet, but right now I know I need to leave some space. So leave a few patches for light to come through like I did. Your lighthouse, or whatever your feature is that you have a halo around, if you have it in your sky like I do here, stay away from it. Once again, I stayed away. See that? Stay away from it. Just like that. Okay, so the next color I'm going to go back to the navy. And the reason for that is I need to put some more navy in. I'm looking at this sky, and what we need to do is on the very top of our sky, we need to have it darker. The storm needs to be falling and looming overhead, over the cliffs. So the higher up the scale goes in the sky, the darker it's going to be. So I want the top of my sky to be dark. So we are going to go with navy, and I'll show you what I mean now. Okay, so look at what we have here. I put the navy in right across the top of my sky. I'm very happy with the way that is there right now, and I don't think I'm going to add any more navy, but I am going to go in with a little bit of that dark slatey color again now. So I'm going to go back in now with this color here. It's like a slatey blue, and I'm going to put that across the top as well. I'm going to mix it up. Okay, so my dark slate color is also put in across the top of my sky now, along with the navy. So you should have two colors in the top of your sky, just like so, as you can see. I didn't come down very far, as you can see in some places. Just a little. Now the next color I'm going to go to is the white. And we're going to just put in a little pop of white here and there, and I'll show you what I mean next. Okay, this is what I mean by putting in the white. I just put in a little tiny bit I hooked together, like 5 loops. Don't hook any more than that together. And then I loosely hooked a little bit along there. And I'll keep going. Okay, so my white is in, and I'll show you what I did here now. So following along on the top of my cliffs, I just took little loops here and there. And I also put that white in between my dark bands. Just a little. I didn't went crazy with it. I left a lot of space. And then because I want this to be a sweeping sky, like it's letting the light in. So again, I came along here like so. The next color, which I've already started on this side, is the warm creamy color. It is a natural white, I believe it's called. And it's just a neutral color. And so next I'm going to start working that creamy color into my white. And then also I've left a couple spaces in my rug, here and right here in the top part of the sky. I will not put this white. I will just use the cream color. And in the bottom part towards the top of the cliff, I put the white. Do you see that? So now I'm mixing the cream in amongst the white above my sea cliffs, just here and there. I'm not having, no 2 loops are hooked together. They're all going to be splattered. I am not going to put any 2 loops side by side using the cream. I did that with the white in a couple of places where I hooked 3 or 4 loops together, but in the cream I am not adding the little plops of cream. I want it to be speckled throughout. This cream color is in our cliffs. So this is going to help transition your eye on the rug between your cliffs and your sky. Especially because my sky is so dark. Because this is such a stormy sky, I want it to be, to look like there's motion in it and movement, and doing this and making it so that the color that's in my sea and my cliffs are also in the sky helps to do that. So that's why we're using all these colors that we already have in our rug, because it's going to really enhance it. It's going to be easy on the eye. It's going to bring our attention to my beautiful lighthouse that I want to show off in this rug with the halo. And yeah, so that's it. So let's keep going and keep hooking. Get that cream in, and we'll see what we got then. Okay, so I poked that warm cream color in. It is hard to see because it's the color of my linen almost. So, but as you can see, I did put it in amongst the white. And I also added some to those little openings in the top of my sky. And down here, I left it out of this one actually. I want these 2 lines here to be a little stronger, more emotion, more wind, more storm. This is like the center of the storm area here. So I left these 2 strong because it's like a real impression of a strong wind. Right here I followed it up, down, and in through there. Like so. Okay, so the next color we're going back with is the light gray. This is the Briggs & Little Oatmeal. So this color, excuse me, this color is going to go next to wherever there's white, in the band just to the side of the white. So I'll show you what I mean next. Okay, so my gray is in, and let's see what we have here. So I'm just going to come down closer. So I hooked to the sides of the white. Do you see that? My gray is put in against the side of the white. I did not hook right into the white, like right here, for example. There you go. Keep to the sides of it all. Wherever there were openings, I just kept to the sides of it. See that? Same thing with the cream color. Over here, up above. I did not hook any gray close to my cliff edge. See that? Don't put it in tight against your cliff edge, right here, for example. We don't want our sky to look like it's part of the cliff. So don't hook this light gray in here. So the next color I'm going to go with is the medium blue. I used this medium blue in my sea. So now I'm going to use it in the sky, so it makes it easy on the eyes. And this color is going to go in my rug underneath the dark navy and the dark slate color. So we're only going to keep to the bottom side of those colors, not on top of them. And I'll show you what I mean next. Okay, so I have the blue poked in there now, and as you can see what I did there, I just put a little bit underneath the navy and the slate colors. All right, so we're moving right along now. Next color, medium gray. This color is going to go on top of those navy bands, opposite of the blue on the bottom. Okay, just a quick study now. I have the blue underneath the navy. I have the dark, or medium gray, sorry, on top of my dark patches. So see that? I'm just filling in. The other thing I did was I just put a little bit more in amongst here. Still hooking painterly. Now, on to the next color. So the next color I'm going to use, I'm going to put this in, but I'm not sure about it yet. So we're going to play it by ear. So it's the one that I trimmed the iceberg in. So if you can see that there, it's like a bluish color. It's what I have my iceberg trimmed with. So I'm going to take this little tiny bit here, and I am going to hook just above my cliffs in that beauty line. I'm going to go right on down across the top of my cliffs with this. And I'll show you what I mean next. Okay, I have that blue put in. It's very powerful color. Don't go crazy with it. Just a little tiny bit. See that? See that? I only put it across the top of my sea cliffs. Like so. That's it. Now, if you've been following along so far and hooking this way, you will find your sky is really bright still. That's because we're going to go back in now with that dark color, that really deep dark navy color. And we're going to darken our sky back up again. And so there's not a lot of space left in our sky for hooking. So we're going to judge. We're going to keep this color towards the top of our sky. So wherever there's space in the top part of your sky, you're going to use this now. So I just want to show you here a quick study again. I'm hooking in more dark color. And this time when I'm hooking it in, I'm hooking in like veins of color. So if I can squeeze in a vein of color like this here, I'm going to do it. So you're going to hook in whatever is left, whatever space you have left to hook in, and you're going to hook in some veins like this. Like right here. There's a vein, see? Okay, just gotta stop for a second and remind you to not pack your wool. You're only hooking in the spaces where there's nothing hooked. Don't go trying to jam your dark color into where another color is. So I just want to show you how we're progressing here. And you can see, once again, more of these blue veins that I'm putting in and making my sky much darker now. Still keeping towards the top part of my rug. Keep away from here. Keep away from your cliffs or whatever is below your sky. Keep away from that. But keep filling in. Okay, so I'm just standing 6 feet away from my rug now to see it. Thank you to my husband for holding up my frame for me. And I just want to see where I'm adding color to. So right now, okay, I got it. Okay, so now I'm going to stop using the dark slatey color and I'm going to go to that light slatey color. And I'm going to fill in anything on the bottom with this, whatever's left now. Let's see what we have. Oh my goodness. This is gorgeous. This is gorgeous. Look at that stormy sky. See that? Now I'm only 4 feet away from the camera here right now, but you're getting the idea that this looks incredible now. Beautiful. Love it. Love, love, love. And that's it, folks. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please like and share and help me grow my page. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one.